Hello future houses, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing fine. Another day, another topic that we would be decoding. And the topic for today that we are decoding is what is grain capacity and what is bale capacity, which is used for bulk carriers. So before we start decoding, let me start off with quoting Jim Rohn, who said that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Discipline is very important part of our life, whether it be related to exercise, studies, or any other thing. Without discipline and consistency, nothing can be achieved. So with this, let's start decoding what grain capacity is and what bale capacity is. So why are these, like from starting off, before starting off, what is grain and what is bale? Why do we need this? We need to calculate how much of cargo can we load into a cargo hold for bulk carriers. How much of cargo can we load, and how much of space will be available after loading the cargo inside the cargo hold. Okay, so why? Cargo spring, plan efficient use of cargo hold spaces. So this is to plan efficiently. Before coming, we know what all cargo we will be loading. So accordingly, we plan the cargo loading, okay, on board ship, and then we also use this to calculate weight on board ship, determine how much of weight can be loaded inside the cargo hold for safety purposes, so that we don't overload the ship. We don't go par the maximum loading capacity of the ship, and then to make sure that we load the cargo properly. So these are the reasons why we need to know the bale capacity of the cargo hold and the grain capacity of the cargo hold. Okay. So now we'll start off what is bale capacity. So bale capacity is actually nothing. Let us consider that we have a cargo hold and we are loading packaged goods like cotton bales, packaged item into the cargo hold, because of which their shape and structure, not the entire cargo hold spaces is not covered or is not filled. So that capacity is called the bale capacity. Okay, so total volume in cubic meters available for cargo packed in bales. So as I said, that this is basically the space, the same cargo. There are two cargo holds. Okay, so in that one cargo hold, the space which is available for the packaged cargo, cotton bales or anything, in which the packaged cargo can be filled, can be loaded, is the bale capacity. Okay, I hope I have made myself quite clear. And considering a cargo hold, so how much of packaged goods can it load inside the cargo hold is the bale capacity of the cargo hold. Unlike the grains, we'll discover later on, but the bale capacity is actually how much of packaged goods can this particular cargo hold. And what is the characteristic of the type of cargo? They are rectangular packed goods. Okay, they are wrapped in clothes or plastic boxes. They are cotton, wool, box items calculated from hold dimensions. Okay, we calculate the bale capacity from the hold dimensions. Why it matters? Because break bulk cargo planning. Break bulk is generally these type of cargos. You see, cotton cargos. Safe, efficient loading, so that the loading can be done properly, safely, not overloading the limit. Okay, and even cargo distribution. The cargo is distributed evenly. So not that you have loaded one on the stop, you have loaded more on the starboard side, but lesser on the port side to make loading even. No, you make sure that the loading is proper and even cargo distribution is done. Example, if the bale capacity of a cargo hold is 10,000 meter cube, if I tell you that the bale capacity of the cargo hold is 10,000 meter cube, that means it can hold 10,000 cubic meters of packaged bales of packaged goods. Okay, it can hold 10,000 meter cube of packaged bales. Next is the grain capacity. Grain capacity is actually the total volume of the cargo hold. Total volume of the cargo hold for cargoes like grains. Okay, for cargo like grains that are being loaded into the cargo hold. Okay, if you see total volume for loose free flowing granular cargo, I'm sorry I didn't use this word. loose free flowing granular cargo. These are, as I said, grains, so these are granular cargo. There could be multiple types of cargo, granular cargo in shipping. So it is total volume for loose free flowing granular cargo. Okay, now you see in this picture, this is wheat. This is wheat. So what it will do, it will not leave any space unoccupied. It will fill every space inside the cargo hold. Unlike the bale, in the bale capacity, the cargo hold is not completely occupied because of the shape or because of the packaging of the cargo hold. Not the cargo, of the cargo. Sorry. So for better understanding, as I said, let us consider two cargo holds of the same dimensions, and I talk about the grain capacity of the cargo hold. So the grain capacity is the amount of granular free cargo it can hold inside this cargo hold. Okay. You see, this is one cargo hold, this is another cargo hold. So what this is, let us consider this as bale capacity, this is grain capacity. So this is how much of these type of free flowing cargo it can hold is the grain capacity. And the bale capacity is for the package type of cargo. How much of package type of cargo? And both of them are in meter cube. Both of them are in meter cube. How much they can hold? So what are the type of grains? Wheat, cotton, wheat, corn, barley, coal and ore, sand and aggregates. Critical condition is stability. Cargo can shift. Yes, cargo can shift. In terms of coal, you might also experience liquefaction. Efficiency fills space completely. There is no unoccupied space, as I said initially. And weight is affects load calculation. So unlike bales, grain fills holds, yes, completely and can shift during voyage. That's why proper trimming of the cargo has to be done. Okay, trim cargo should be there so that we reduce the movement of the cargo. Okay, more the cargo hold is trimmed, lesser the chances of the cargo to shift. Trimming is like now this is, you can see small mountains like this, but if I trim the cargo hold, these all will become like this, straight. Unlike the mountains, there you cannot see any mountains. It is all like a straight as a scale. Now we'll come to the comparison. Bale capacity versus grain capacity. What is bale capacity? Yes, packaged goods. Okay, and they don't occupy the entire space. Tight packaging in the holds. Okay, break bulk shipping. Break bulk shipping is generally the type of cargo which is in packages form. Yeah, and pre-packed, these are all pre-packed, stacked. And then the grain capacity is the loose. Yes, grain capacity is like I've defined in a cargo hold, which whose capacity, what is the capacity of the cargo hold in terms of the grains? How much volume of grain cargo can it hold? How much volume of grain cargo can that particular cargo hold? And in bale capacity, how much volume of packaged goods can this particular cargo hold can hold? Free flowing cargo, bulk cargo transport and poured or showered. This is how it is loaded. Okay, this is all pre-packed. The cargo is pre-packed and they use it, load it with the help of cranes. Okay, the iron coil also comes under this, and this is poured or showered. This is pouring. We are loading the cargo with the help of this. Calculating grain cargo capacities. How do we calculate different types of capacity? We measure the cargo holds in both the cases. Okay, measure hold volume. So what is the total cubic meters available? How much of volume is that of the cargo hold in both the cases? But now with this calculate bale volume, what we do is, let us consider that I am loading iron coil in the cargo hold. So first what I'll do is, we'll talk about bale capacity first. First what I'll do is, I'll make sure what is the volume of the cargo hold, right? Next thing what we'll do is, I'll take one iron coil. I'll take one iron coil, and then I'll find out what is the volume of that iron coil, or how much of space is that iron coil occupying. So now once I know how much of space that iron coil is occupying, now with that, and now I have the number of iron coils that I'll be loading. So if I know the space one iron coil is occupying, considering that I have 100 iron coils, so with the help of this I can calculate the space these 100 iron coils will occupy. These 100 iron coils will occupy. So this will become its Bale capacity. Okay, so you see, calculate Bale volume size of individual package. Okay, what is the size of the individual package? Now determine, divide total by the Bale volume. So with this we find out the Bale capacity. But in grain capacity, it is measure hold volume, calculate available space. Now determine the cargo volume. Now with the help of the hold volume, we'll also determine what is the cargo, what is the volume of the cargo that we'll load inside the cargo hold, and then adjust for shifting. So that the cargo does not shift, we'll trim the cargo from on the top. Okay, we don't make sure that there are mountains. Okay. Okay, yeah, this thing. Determining the quantity is actually, I missed out on this. Determining the quantity of cargo, you might have seen about density. What is density? Tons per meter cube. Okay, so to find out what amount of weight we'll load, we divide it by the volume. We divide it by the total Bale volume, Bale capacity, and we get the amount of So we make sure that it does not shift. Yes, with the help of the volume, and the density of the cargo, we find out the quantity of the cargo that can be loaded inside the cargo hold. Key takeaways. So what are the key takeaways? Bale capacity is volume for packaged cargoes. Okay, like cotton bales and box goods, calculated from whole dimension for stacked packages. So this is about Bale capacity. And then the grain capacity is volume for loose, free flowing cargo. Okay, and like grain, coal and sand, adjusted for cargo shifting intensity factors. So these are two different aspects. The grain capacity will be always greater than the Bale capacity, because the entire volume of the cargo will be occupied, but not in this case. So this is all about grain capacity and Bale capacity. So Merchant Navy Decoded has launched this Decoded package, and it is being coordinated by Captain Arun Gupta, where we have given or recorded lectures of on-board experiences, so that you know what happens on board ship. This package is generally helpful for cadets who are doing BSc and their companies are coming for placement drives. So this package is for you, so that you get technically prepared for the questions that would be asked in the interview. This package is also helpful for deck cadets who have completed their pre-C and they are about to go on board ships, and so that they know more technical aspects of things. This package is a lifesaver for you. One is for deck cadet, it is that one is a practical aspect, one is the technical aspect. With time, you will learn things practically on board ship. But this package will help you cover your technical aspects. And this package is also helpful for cadets who have done one ship as a cadet, okay, or one or two ship, and they think that they need to work more on their knowledge. So this package is for you. So I hope you liked the video. Do share with your friends. And this is our social media handle, Decoded, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Telegram. So do follow us over here. And if you found anything, if you have any doubt, please do mention in the comment box. I would love to clarify you. Till then, we meet you for the next video. Have a good day ahead.